Man, well, that was uh, in badly timed yawn. Um, well, it's Halloween. Well, Halloween night, Halloween evening. Can it be Halloween Eve? Because doesn't Halloween contain the word evening in it? I don't know. Anyhow, so that's the end of Halloween for this year. I hope everyone had a good one. Uh, as I said earlier in the last of the little poetry posts, I slept through Halloween, so if any trick or treaters did come to my door, I was out cold in bed, snoozing, dreaming about cats. I wonder if I should be worried. It's like I'm in a Lovecraft story all of a sudden. But that means I have candy. So between that and the fact that for lunch I had a McRib sandwich. If people who are familiar with me know I love my McRib sandwiches. Sorry, sandwiches. You have to say McRib sandwich, not sandwich. So between the fact that McRib is back, and I understand they're discontinuing the sandwich for good after this. That's might be something we have to take up with the international court in The Hague because that might be a crime against humanity to no longer let us have the McRib sandwiches once a year. Oh, hey, Angela. Angela in the side chat says that when I was a kid, we were taught to spell it Halloween. Yeah, me too. And I still do that every so often. But yeah, the apostrophe has disappeared at some point in most cases. But yeah, I do remember spelling it that way too. So yeah, that's so the Day of the Dead will be on us tomorrow. Not sure what I'll be doing here on my little YouTube channel. Certainly won't be posting every day. Well, nope, that's not true. There will be a little 1-minute post in the morning. Just because I'm still chasing my 1,000 views on a post that I was promised. And I will keep posting until I get my 1,000 views on a post related to the particular topic I post on every morning. Or I get my lawsuit in the mail, whichever comes first. Those are the two things I'm hoping for there. But as far as things people might be interested in, I don't know. I might eat my leftover Halloween candy. Come on once a week, eat some candy. Actually, one thing I am going to do, take advantage of the fact that I'm a fat guy that loves candy and food. I found this this brand of candy. Well, I've actually cleaned up around the desk for once, so there's no leftover wrappers sitting around. But it's called Skinny Dipped, and it is almonds and almonds or cashews dipped in chocolate, peanut butter and chocolate, lemon and lemon juice and sugary stuff. And I find that I like those, so maybe I'll. I've tried 2 kinds. There's like 5 kinds, and I've only tried 2 of them so far. Maybe I'll. Well, not maybe. I have gotten packages of all 5, and in my mind, I'm going, I kind of do like I do with Halloween candy. I'll just come on and eat a piece and say, "Yep, this is good." Yep, or "Nope, this is terrible." Don't waste your money, because they're like $6 a pack. Basically, it's expensive candy that's pretending it's healthy. So, it's great for old fat guys like me. We get to pretend that, hey, we're being good. We're taking care of ourselves. Look at me. I'm eating healthy. I'm eating Nature Valley bar. Yep, a lot healthier than a Snickers bar, that's for sure. Yeah, no, probably not. So yeah, I'll be doing that. Probably I also have to be doing the Junji Ito books when they come along because Halloween may be over, but y'all still should be checking out Junji Ito because he does good stuff. If you like horror, you'd be checking out. If not, so yeah, I'm still not bored with the YouTube channel yet, so I will continue to come on here and post every so often and talk to the camera, say hi to whoever comes into the side chat. Oh, actually, I guess I should do my civic duty and remind people to vote. If you're in the United States and you can vote, you should vote. Coming up pretty soon here, the 7th or 8th of November. Let's see what the exact date is. Yeah, okay. So you have to have your ballots. We'll go to the polling place on November 8th. Vote for your favorite candidate. But first, make sure that you read your voters pamphlets so you know who you're voting for. And yeah, local edition, the statewide voters pamphlet. Tomorrow is the day in which I plan to read them and check out the candidates. Well, tomorrow and probably into Wednesday. But I don't know. Maybe I'll talk some politics on YouTube. No, I won't. Nobody wants to hear my political opinions, despite the fact I love spreading them out there. Actually, what I probably will do once in a while are more poetry readings. People love them so much that I really think I need to do more of those. I am late. No, 1300. You're pretty much on time, and this is just me. I have nothing to say tonight. I just popped on to say hi, happy Halloween. I slept all of Halloween, well, until an hour ago. So I have leftover candy. So that's good news. And I'll also be trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing with this channel, because I'm not going to be posting every single day, but I'm not sick of it yet. So there will be a post a week or something. There'll be the Toledo post every morning, but other than that, it'll be once a week probably. As I just got done saying when you came on, I was probably going to do more poetry reviews because people seem to really love those. No, actually, they did not. But it does confirm that there are view counts, and I guess people aren't just looking; they are also watching. Because if they weren't watching, how they know that they hate it, and they have to click the dislike button. So I actually found that very amusing, and it means that I need to do more of that. So maybe once in a while, I'll do a one take read of a poem into the camera, or come on live like I did earlier and just do it cold. Oh, that did not go well. That did not go well at all. But yeah, if anyone has any suggestions as to stuff that I subjected you to over this past month that you'd like to see more of, I will certainly do that. Actually, reviews are probably going to be something that you're just gonna see, because that's what I do. The dislike button, Angela says the dislike button counts the same as the like button. It's all good publicity. Yeah, I have to admit, I'm not familiar. Once again, I'm just kind of doing this with absolutely no idea of what I'm doing. But I had the impression that as far as the kind of YouTube algorithm goes, and whether they stick your video on recommended pages, I would think that a high like to dislike ratio would have them not recommend the video to folks out there. Again, not that that makes a huge difference to me because I have dozens of viewers, I tell you, and that's not likely to change anytime soon, unless I happen to do, accidentally stumble on something that people are Googling for or interested in, like the $28 Taco Bell thing. Oh yeah, and Glenn Serio. I was kind of shocked at how many people are still presumably hate searching for Glenn Serio. There's a guy I can't imagine having any fans, but yeah. Angela also said I could do movie reviews, and yeah, I probably will be doing those because I do watch things that I just don't get around to writing about, or I could also use this to do double duty. I could talk at the camera and treat that as a first draft, and then just sort of, type in what I said later on over to the blogs. Although there's got to be some sort of transcription program that could do that for me. I should look into that, actually. Huh. Yeah. Angela just got me thinking about more technology I could screw up. Yeah, 1300 says they have not set a date for Glenda to start his sentence. Yeah, I know. That's kind of disappointing. Yeah. Kind of surprising. It took them 2 years to get to the point of giving him 5 days. You could at least, they could at least have him serve those 5 days, because it's a well-deserved paid vacation for him, I think. But Angela, also board game reviews. Yeah, board game reviews. Do them with Ryan. Figure out how to use those programs where you can actually have two people coming on the screen talking at the same time. Yeah, I think so. Oh yes, 1300 Washington State does have very liberal attitudes toward crime and punishment. If you live and work in Seattle, you would certainly know that. I do not live in Seattle, fortunately, but I do work there, so yeah. But yeah, the risk of sharing too much. Been working up in Seattle for about 7 years now, and during that time, the city has gone way downhill. In fact, I've been living in Washington State for the past, I think it's coming up on 25 years now. Not quite that, but somewhere in that ballpark. It's at least over 20 years at this point. 23 years, 22 years, something like that. But no, almost 25. Anyhow, when I first moved out here, I used to go up to Chinatown all the time. I enjoyed shopping at Wajimaya up there. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Wajimaya? Whatever. It's a Japanese grocery store, and the one in Seattle has a big bookstore attached to it. So it was great to go up there, pick up some comics. Pick up some manga, Masamune Shirow art books, things like that. I just enjoyed both the grocery store and the shop, and there were little video stores up there too. I just enjoyed Seattle's Chinatown. It was a good place to go up and shop. That stopped about 10 years ago. Um, well, a lot of finances and a lot of this city neighborhood was already starting to take a turn for the worse then. And it's only been accelerating. Yeah, Kinokuniya, that's the bookstore that's attached. I love that place. And I really should get back up there. Now that I'm back at a point where I can waste money on various kinds of books. Miso, nah, don't really eat that. I'm more of a brown rice and or even white rice curry kind of guy. But and some of the noodles. And actually, now I'm thinking about it. Now you got me hungry there, Christy. Although I don't, when I said I don't make miso soup. I try not. So I don't know that. Well, I should probably try that. Now you got me thinking of food. Oh, in 1300, you worked in Seattle, and the deep South, as in South U.S. or because it can't be Southern Washington because that's like right by Oregon. But I'd imagine, yeah, if you're down in the deep South, the courts would be the UA South. The UA South. Yes, everybody, we're back to the United Arab Emirates, or UE, whatever. I'm just babbling now. Yeah. Yep, Deep South USA. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get out. Just the words would not come. But Christy, you got me hungry. Looking at yeah, people came in late. Halloween candy. Got lots of it. Because even if trick-or-treaters showed up, I was sleeping. Don't know why. I guess got dead tired about 6 o'clock or thereabouts and was out cold. But yeah, so board game reviews is a good idea. A little bit of food reviews. Actually, I should probably go out and buy myself another McRib sandwich and see whether my reaction to the one I had earlier today is the same one again. Because either my tastes have changed since I've tried to cut back on fast food, or the McRib sandwich is more salty than I remember. Because the one I had earlier today, again, I still love the McRib and I still greatly enjoyed it. Had my daily salt intake in one sandwich and then some probably, but yeah, just more salty than I expected it to be. Oh, with the 1300 worked on the railroad. Nice. Yeah, I spent quite a bit of time on trains as a kid. Just riding around in Europe mostly. But we were back in the States one summer, and we did quite a bit of our traveling by train that year. Mostly in the West, a little bit in the Midwest, but mostly in the West. So yeah, that's like a real job. Never had one of those in my life, really. been a kind of a desk jockey the whole time. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that would be the kind of job where you get around 40 different states. Wow. Actually, I did one of those survey things where, what state have you been to? Didn't actually go through and click it online because I'm always nervous about, oh yeah, this is just somebody fishing for data. But I have been to 37 states and I've lived in 8. Yeah. Yes, Angela says I should do a review of the McRib sandwich for posterity. She never liked the McRib sandwich. You're the one. It's your fault. Fairly flavorless and extreme messy to eat. Yes, they are messy. And yeah, the novelty of once a year has kept people coming back. Because when they first introduced it, I, if memory serves, again, I liked it even way back then, and then they discontinued it because I guess people didn't like it. But as a marketing thing, if they bring it back once a year and they build up the anticipation, then dummies like me will go flock into the drive-through and get the McRib sandwich. And yeah, I think I will do a review for posterity. Although I'm wondering if they're real. This is really going to be the McRib sandwiches farewell tour. Time will tell. Could just be another marketing stunt. And then they'll tie in next year with a marketing thing where animated characters being the McRib sandwich or something, and it's coming out of retirement. Well, that's what I'd be doing if it was me. That was the McDonald's ad executive, which is probably why I'm not an ad executive either. But yeah, and plus, eating my rig sandwich. I should learn how to talk, and I should say eating a McRib sandwich on camera is a great excuse to go out and buy one. So I will have to do that. Yeah, not sure what day or exactly when I'll be doing these, but I should probably settle on that because, from what I understand, well, I don't know. Maybe YouTube is wrong, but or not YouTube is wrong. Maybe I'm wrong when it comes to YouTube, but my instincts from all the years I spent in publishing and all the years I spent doing stuff on blogs, consistency seems to be the way to, have people know that you're putting stuff out if people are interested in coming to watch it. Although again, on YouTube, the tape is here forever. So maybe because consistency isn't such a big deal. But time will tell. Wednesday is, at least at the moment, one of the game nights, so that's probably not a good choice. Yeah, Friday is probably the best night for me to come on YouTube and just talk and probably have some topics to talk about, unlike tonight. Although, as I said, this was just kind of a wrap up to the Halloween stuff. And well, I hope people had more interesting Halloween than I did. And it was more than just sleeping and dreaming about cats that have been dead for many, many years. But I think it's October 1st. It's November 1st. So it's officially now we're on the Day of the Dead. Woohoo. I do recommend that if you haven't, you need to go, if you haven't heard it yet, you should go to Voltaire's YouTube channel. And you should check out a song that he has titled Day of the Dead. I think you'll like it. I certainly do. I think it's very funny. It's a very cute song. It's also it's in one of my playlists on this page too, where you can find it and link to it. But yeah, do a search on Voltaire Day of the Dead, and you should get multiple hits. And it's the day to listen to that song, and you hopefully will enjoy it. So 1300, just another night here. No children came by. Yeah, there's a lot of children around here, so they might have come by, but I may have not heard them. And Angela, okay, she had a productive night. She walked around and caught Pokemon. Well, just know not to feed them milk because they're actually lactose intolerant. Um, they like milk, they want milk, but they can't handle the milk. So, yeah, don't feed the Pokemon milk. It's bad for them. Man, you're in the South and in a rural setting. I'm having to fight the urge to make some obnoxious jokes right now. Actually, that's the South is one place I've never lived. I've lived in the Northwest. I've lived in the Midwest. I've lived in the Southwest. I've lived in the East. Although people argue with me about this, Pennsylvania, that's not the Midwest, is it? That is the East. Yeah. I mean, we drove from Pennsylvania to Manhattan several times while I was out there. It didn't seem like such a long drive. So, well, if Pennsylvania is the Midwest, then I have not lived in the East. But to me, it always okay. So born and raised there. So you moved. So you went back. Yep. I ended up here in Washington because I like the weather. Um, and I've lived here longer than anywhere else in my life. So uh, I guess I'm Washington native at this point. Or, oh, no, I can't say that. But I can say that I am from Washington because it's really the only place I can say that I am that I'm from. But yeah. Uh, Visited there several times when I was a kid, when we were traveling around. Was down there several times as an adult. I either 2 or 3 years in a row, a company hired me to do stuff for their annual report, and they flew me down, write articles. Basically, they put their thing out like it was a little magazine, and they had me write articles, and they flew me down there to interview doctors and stuff. Atlanta, Georgia, and some other, I forget the city now, but somewhere down there with hospital stuff. I worked out of Everett. Rained every day. Yeah, it we get a lot of that over there, that's for sure, and that's kind of why I like it. Um, I don't mind the rain. Snow annoys me because it slows me down and gets in the way. But the rain, I don't mind. Although I think I will wrap this up because I do have some early stuff in the morning tomorrow. And but thanks, Angela, and 1300 for stopping by and hanging out and giving me a few things to sort of pick up on and talk a little bit back and forth about. And hopefully, I'll see you guys next time. And glad you all got safely through Halloween. We'll see you next time. And, oh, I got to use my little catchphrase, huh? So yeah, got to push button number 1, push button number 2, and we are clear.